Good morning. Happy Friday. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Today we are going to talk about taking some steps today, right now, to show some appreciation for some people in your life. So on day 12, he talks about actually marriage and your spouse and showing appreciation. But we're going to broaden that a little bit because I know not everyone here is married. So we're going to broaden that just a little bit and talk about showing appreciation even beyond. Of course, if we are married, start there. But I love what he says at the beginning of day 12. Good morning. Happy Friday. How is everybody? He says, marriage is good and bad. There will always be junk that accompanies the joy. There will always be the hard with the good. There will always be the frustrating with the happy. There will always be. Does anybody else just need that reminder? Am I the only one that one little bad thing happens and I'm like, just forget it. It's like I forget that every good thing in life is going to be accompanied by the hard. And things that are worth it take work, right? It's hard work. And I think some of us probably have that, we maybe have that mindset for marriage, like I'm in this for life. I know it's going to be hard. But when we start talking about, other things in life, I know I can be this way, like if it comes to work or other relationships or anything I'm trying to learn or do, one hurtful comment or one task that's really hard or something I can't figure out, and I just want to give up. So I love that he starts this daily reading. I was going to say chapter. It's not really, I guess you could call these chapters. But I love that he starts it this way. There will always be junk that accompanies the joy. And I think that's just key to remember. Like when you have a bad day or you wake up and you're just sad about something, or you take a step backwards when you've been working so hard to make changes in your life, instead of giving up on yourself, instead of saying this is too hard, remind yourself there's always going to be the junk along with the joy. Good things are worth it. I can do hard things. It's okay that it's hard. It's okay that I'm sad today. It's okay that I'm not perfect. It's okay that I didn't get this perfectly. Even I've been trying so hard. It's okay. Just, it's okay, and move on. Instead of sitting in that and wallowing in that, which is my tendency, and wanting to give up. That giving up attitude is not going to get us where we want to be. And usually in those moments, there you go, Christina, there you go. Usually in those moments when I'm just like, this is too hard, I give up, I don't want to do this. Usually that leads to or is a result of that wallowing that we've been talking about. I'm so glad that several of you have commented that you're fellow wallowers, because that was hard for me to confess at first, because I know it's bad. I know how bad it is. So first of all, I have to be proactive. We talked about being proactive or reactive with our thoughts. But secondly, I have to stop beating myself up. When I look back, I can see how far I've come. I can see that I'm a different person than I was 5 years ago. I can see that I've made real progress. But in the moment, I beat myself up. I'm like, gosh, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Why did I act on that unhealthy, why? And I beat myself up for one little, failure, when in reality, I've come so far, and we're not gonna do it perfectly every day. why do we expect that from ourselves? Why do I expect perfection? Oh, I've made all these changes, so now I'm never ever going to revert back to my flesh. No. Someday when I get to heaven, then we will perfectly deal with all these difficult people in our lives. Myself at the top of that list of difficult people. So I love that he starts that way. I kind of got off topic there a little bit, but just that I need that reminder that there's always going to be the frustrating, the junk that comes along with the joy, and good things are worth the hard work. So then he moves on. He calls it the 4 to 4-8 your mate. So he's talking about specifically showing appreciation to your spouse. And I'm going to broaden that a little bit just because I know not everyone on here is married. But I want to give you a task today. I want you to very intentionally say a quick prayer and ask God to put a few people on your heart that you can reach out to and show appreciation to. This doesn't have to be a big thing. I mean, if you wanted to send flowers or if you wanted to take someone to lunch, but it could just be a quick text. Do you know how much it means when you open a text or a message and someone is just saying thank you? They're not reaching out with a complaint or a problem or to tell you, all the things you did wrong. But just a quick little text of appreciation or a message can mean so much. It can really turn someone's day around. So I want you to just offer up a quick prayer and start, if you are married, start with your spouse and show some appreciation today. Do like an appreciation blitz. Send a bunch of texts. And you know what? In that moment when you're doing that, not only are you going to brighten their day, but I have found that I also brighten my own day. It makes me feel better to show appreciation to people. So he says, do you tend to spend more time dwelling on the past or dreaming of the future? Do you tend to dwell on the mistakes or do you tend to dwell on the positive things? All things in life have the good and the bad. You get to choose. Are you going to complain about the things that bother you, or are you going to appreciate and focus on building up? Focus on the positive. How can I be grateful? Who can I be grateful for today? And naming those things you're thankful for. Was it yesterday when I can't remember. I'm getting all the days confused because they kind of are, some of the days are similar. But I can look at all the things that annoy me about someone, and this can be anybody in your life, or I can look at their God-given positive qualities. And isn't that what we want from others? I mean, I have just as many annoying qualities, and I hope that those that are closest to me are going to be looking for the positive and trusting my heart and seeing the good, right? Because Lord knows we beat ourselves up enough. So let's spend today, offer up a quick word of prayer and ask God, who needs a little word of encouragement today? Who can I send a text to? Who can I reach out to and just show some appreciation? Focus on the good. And maybe, I might even challenge you to do this with someone that you have been struggling with, someone that it's a challenge, someone that there's tension. Those are the ones that are really, really going to make a big impact on their heart and on yours. The more I show appreciation, the more I pray for God to bless that person, the more I focus on the positive, the more my heart is changed. All right, guys, I hope you have a great Friday. Go and show some thanks. I am thankful for you guys. Love you guys. Bye.